Vince Vaughn was in it.
Vince Vaughn was in it too.
Vince Vaughn as a bad guy is hilarious.
Yeah, he was the bad guy.
Especially even in Anchorman, he was a bad guy.
Yes,
and he was hilarious.
Dorothy Mantooth is a saint.
Is a saint. So yes,
I will smash your face into a car windshield and then take your mother, Dorothy Mantooth, out for a nice seafood dinner and never call her again.
Dorothy Mantooth is a saint. You understand me? Dorothy Mantooth is a saint.
Hey, leave the mothers out of this, all right?
Episode frickin' 8 of Itchy Sweater.
It's been a long 2 months of
we've just been
this.
recording hard. But we are your humble servants here once again. Derek and...
I'm Kyle today, I think.
Maybe. Possibly. We're not sure yet.
I might be Bob.
He could be anyway. He could be someone else.
I know what I'm not.
What?
Over in your closet again.
That's right. Hopefully you never see that again. As long as you continue to be the best you're going to be just fine.
I'm just being your humble servant, that's all.
And I appreciate it. And we all do, actually. We're all appreciative of you, Kyle. You are loved.
Yay.
And you are needed. I hope you feel that way.
I do.
Okay,
yeah,
good.
I do.
All right, we're good. All right, but today is tier list day.
Yay.
That's when that button really comes in handy.
I'm glad you remembered to hit it because I was like, oh, yay. I'm like, this is awkward. And then
millions and millions of this Itchy Sweaters podcast fans.
We love you all.
We love you. But yes, today is tier list day, and today we are doing a comedy movie tier list. Like, some of the top comedy films are on this list. And we are going from S to D tier. Remember, S tier is like elite, amazing, stand the test of time, some of the best comedies ever made, hands down. And D is like not great. D is not great at all. It's if we're going to D, F is like basically should never even be on the list. So that's why F is not on there.
There might be some movies that don't make it on this list.
For sure. But D is like the lowest of the lowest. That's like, is it even a comedy?
Now, remember, we are the authority.
Absolutely.
When it comes to these tier lists. So I don't want to hear anybody whining or complaining about your movie not being on here.
Yeah.
And every movie is not on here. This is just a list that we found that had a good amount of movies on here. And like I said, we are the authority, so we make the final decision. Mm-hmm. Nobody else matters.
That's right.
And you're going to deal with it.
That's right. And if you don't like it, I mean, I'm sorry. But that's just life.
If you don't like it, you can go into Derek's closet.
Exactly. I'm sorry your parents didn't tell you that life would not be fair. But this is how it is.
Sorry you weren't smacked as a child.
I'm so sorry for you. And chances are, like Kyle said,
wow,
like
that's really loud. I'm sorry.
There will be if every great comedy was on this list, this would be a 20-part podcast for this tier list alone. But this is like just some really great comedies that almost everyone knows about, that are widely known, widely accepted. And I think this is a pretty good list for what we have.
And going back to, this is the ones that we found. I think we went through three or four lists on here.
Yeah.
And I just, hold on. I'm a little quieter than I thought I was going to be. We went through a couple lists, and the first one we found was, I think that was the really small one.
Yeah.
That had like 5 movies.
Like 8, yeah.
Nobody really cared about.
Yeah.
And then we found, I think, this one.
Yeah. And then there was another one.
The next one we found had probably 50 to 60 movies on there. And we were like, we're not about to do a 3-4 hour episode. Forget that. We literally would have to name it and then put it in the tier and go to the next one, not even discussing it.
Yeah. And if we ever do parts, it probably won't be for a tier list unless that tier list is just absolutely something we just have to get to.
Or if it's the only one.
Yeah, exactly. So we got a pretty good list here. I think this is good.
I you know what? I like these.
Yeah.
I really don't. I shouldn't say I don't have a problem with any of them because I've got a problem with a couple on here, but
yeah,
I would pick some other movies, but like we said, this isn't the of all time comedy movies. So.
There's like a million of those.
Where do you want to start?
I think we should go from start to finish, like just across
left to right.
Yeah, from left to right. Let's just do it like that. So first is Tag.
Man, I love Tag.
I like Tag too.
Tag is crazy because that's an actually true story. Mm-hmm. Now, I don't know how much of the details are exactly true.
Yeah.
But true story, supposedly made, I think they said it was like Time Magazine and a bunch of newspapers and different magazines.
Yeah.
And, I mean, Jeremy Renner.
I was going to say. That
he's
guy was crazy
not
in that.
a funny guy at all.
Yeah.
But in that movie, he was hilarious.
Yeah. He played that part really well.
Very well.
Yeah.
Tag, I would put A or B. I honestly, I think I like it a little more, so I think I would go with A on that one. That's mine.
Its funny parts are really funny, and I think that's what matters. Because if you're going to put it in A, I mean, if you're going to put it in B, I feel like some of its funny parts are just kind of like, whatever.
Yeah.
But like, its funny parts actually really do hit.
Yes.
So I think A is a really good spot for it. Actually,
starting out with an A.
Starting out with a good solid A for Tag.
I think the other ones we might have started with like a D first.
Some of them, yeah.
I know the first one we did.
It was because we saw some of the ones that we really didn't like, and we were like, "Hey, immediately put that at the bottom of the list." We put 2 Raisin Brands at the bottom of the list.
Now.
We started off with negativity when it came to serial killers, but so for this one, we are some comedy buffs.
Sorry. Oh, okay. I do see it. Never mind. I was going to say if it's not on there, we're going to have a problem.
So next we got 21 Jump Street.
You know what? 21 Jump Street was one of those movies that, how do I explain it? It was they were good, but they were also like, it was kind of dumb funny.
Yeah.
I honestly would think it was okay.
It was also a remake.
Yeah.
Which isn't a bad thing. I'm just saying it's also,
it definitely wasn't supposed to be funny at all by any means, but I don't know. I wouldn't go higher than B.
I wouldn't either.
I might even put it in C.
I like what they were doing.
Oh, yeah.
Because they brought back something that they made more of a comedy out of.
Yeah.
It's funny. It's kind of funny when you reboot something and you completely change the genre it's in.
And you know what's crazy
really
is
interesting.
I remember watching that movie and then being like, oh, this was a remake of a show back in the day? Let me go watch an episode.
I think it was Johnny Depp.
I think you're right.
Yeah.
Because he was in the second one. No. Was it the second one or the first one? He was in one of them.
He was in one of them, yeah.
But what kind of threw me off was that they put like dick jokes and stuff like that into it, and I was like, this is weird. Like they're remaking it with that in there. I don't know. Like I'm sorry, dick jokes are funny. It's hilarious, but I honestly wouldn't go higher than B. If you want to put it in C, completely fine. But it was okay.
Yeah, in C is basically mid.
Yeah,
I think I'm gonna put it in C.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna adjust myself. Sorry.
Adjust yourself. That's perfectly fine. This is what this podcast is for: is adjusting yourself,
adjusting your attitude and yourself,
yes. And yourself. Yeah.
I think this is better because
you're gonna grow on this podcast. Become better people.
40-year-old virgin.
The 40-year-old virgin. Now that to me is.
I gotta say it's up there somewhere.
Yeah, it's. I remember the first time I saw that movie, and I was in tears. Like, most of the movie, I was crying laughing. And I think it came out at a really good time. It was kind of unexpected.
There's no getting away from that damn ice hitting the side of the cup.
It's fine. But, yeah, the 40-year-old version to me is S, because good character, funny characters, funny story. It, there was no scene that I can think of where I didn't at least laugh out loud a couple times.
You know what I'm going to base my S tier ones off of is if I can quote the movie.
Oh, for sure.
You know how many times you can quote that movie?
Oh, my God.
It is hilarious.
Just when Kevin Hart is in the store alone.
Both y'all.
Now, first of all, you're throwing too many big words at me. Now, since I don't understand them, I'm going to take them as disrespect. Watch your mouth. Help me with the sale.
Yeah.
So that's definitely going in S.
Oh.
Oh, my God.
Oh.
Already S.
Yeah,
Before
just, just throw it up there. I don't even have to explain it.
Before I even say what this movie is. Ace Ventura.
Is that the first one or the second
Pet
one?
Detective. I don't even care.
Yeah. I guess it doesn't matter, honestly.
Either one.
That, just like I said, movies you can quote.
Oh, yeah.
And that was the one, the Miami Dolphins one?
Yes, that was the first one.
Finkel's Einhorn.
Yeah,
Einhorn is Finkel. Oh, with Blake. That one day I got him going on that.
It was like for a solid 2 hours.
Finkel is Einhorn. Einhorn is Finkel. Ah!
Oh my God, that killed me at the desk too, because I heard him when he was riding by.
Oh really?
And I was at the desk, and I just broke down. That was ridiculous. Wow.
To make somebody do that already has Tourette's, that was so fun. Oh man,
borderline bullying. But he laughed at it too, so it's fine. But yeah, man, Ace Ventura, the first and the second,
both of them
were amazing. Those are one of the few movies where the sequel is just as good, if not better, than the first.
I think the sequel was the Bat.
That was with the Bat, yeah.
So this had to have been the first one.
Yeah.
And the best part about the Bat one was the Chicago.
Yeah.
Shish kebab. Chicago. San Francisco, you're out of here.
But yeah,
I loved it.
Such a great movie. So funny. Jim Carrey is like in his prime. Yeah, that was like
there's not too many movies that he's in that are bad. Even that like horror thriller horror he did
23
the number 23 or something like that. Even that was
okay.
It wasn't bad.
Yeah.
But his comedy movies?
Oh yeah.
All of them good.
He's definitely done some some good roles when he's like serious.
Yeah.
But his comedy's unmatched.
And you know what's crazy is he has not had to stoop down to Netflix level to make movies like that. Like Adam Sandler. Not that I'm saying I don't love him, but
I watched the whole video on that. Yeah. But yeah, like hands down, Ace Ventura is going S tier always.
American Pie.
American Pie. This is the original.
That, you know what? American Pie. I can't say when I watched it for the first time, I ever thought it was a comedy.
Yeah.
I thought it was a good movie. Mm-hmm. It's a great movie. I mean, and then there's another one that everybody quotes all the time.
Right.
That one cat, this one time.
Oh, yeah.
At band camp.
At band camp, yeah.
Everybody always says it, and you're like, this person knows. They have been tainted with that movie knowledge of, band camp. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, it's memorable.
Definitely.
It was definitely a good movie. But I'm not saying it was really a top comedy.
To me, it wasn't hilarious.
No.
It was funny.
It was funny.
But it didn't make me like... I didn't want to watch it over and over and over after.
The only reason I wanted to was because
they
were naked. But
it had a different replay quality.
I would go right in the middle at B.
B.
I do too. I don't think it wasn't funny. Mm-hmm. But I also thought it was funny.
It also didn't really age well.
No. And not to mention they have how many spin-offs of American Pie?
Yeah, so many. I think there's like altogether maybe 6 or more.
I would say close to 10, I bet you. Ones that we haven't even heard of.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. So
Ooh. Anchorman.
Got
it. S.
Oh yeah.
S.
Oh yeah, I agree.
It's there.
Yeah.
Will Ferrell is one of the funniest people ever. And you know what's crazy about his roles is he takes them so serious.
Very.
There's a scene where they're doing a bunch of stuff around him and they're trying to make him laugh. Mm-hmm. And I just learned this. They were trying to make him laugh so hard that, just to break his character, and they couldn't do it. They proved time and time again throughout that movie, the next one, a bunch of other different movies, that they cannot get him to break character at all.
At all.
And just from that, I mean, could you imagine being on set with him?
Oh, man.
Just how much you're laughing. I guarantee you, my stomach would hurt so bad that I couldn't work with him.
Yeah.
Just because he would make me laugh too much.
Because even, when he goes off script, you don't know where it's going.
No, at all.
Yeah.
But you know it's going to be funny.
Oh, absolutely. Because Jim Carrey's that way, too.
Oh, yeah.
In a lot of his movies, he'll just go completely off script.
Or
they'll give him, free reign, we do whatever you want to in this scene.
Or when he did the, was it the Emmys or whatever it was, the Golden Globes? They were like, Jim, you're not being nominated at all, so we're going to need you to move seats. And he was like, that's fine. I haven't made, this many movies and done all this, blah, blah, blah. It was hilarious. And I know he was going off the top of his head with that.
Oh, yeah, most likely.
So, yeah Anchorman, S tier, all day, every day.
For sure. Again, great cast. And even the cameos, Jack Black was in that movie for 40 seconds on the
motorcycle
road.
Guy. I forgot about that.
And that was great, where he just punts the dog.
Did you just hit me with a burrito? Slow down, compadre.
And he just, you know what? Since that happened, this is what I'm doing. He takes the dog and he punts it off a bridge.
Baxter.
And he goes, that's how I roll.
That's how I roll. No!
It's what? Just the most absurd.
Again, a movie you can quote.
Yeah.
And I'm going to keep saying it. Any movie you can quote that much, it's got to be God tier.
At least. Yeah.
So, Anchorman all day, S tier. You can't say anything else about it.
For sure. Now we got another kind of throwback.
Which was this one?
This is Animal House.
Oh, Animal House.
Yeah.
Man, I think Animal House was funny. I do.
Yes. I would put it above. It's kind of in that same genre of American Pie.
I would say B.
But yeah. I
also think it's because it was a different time.
Very.
And we've grown up with a different sort of humor.
Yes.
But
I think the transition into that was American Pie.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
That was one of those movies where it just turned this is what we're doing now. Yep. This is straight up rated R, vulgar.
Oh yeah.
Comedy. And we're making that shift.
It was bad. So I would put it alongside American Pie.
Yeah, I think it's going to be.
Not a bad movie, but
not B for bad.
No, not at all.
Yeah.
B for mid right now, really.
Well, C is mid. Yeah, but B is
on this tier list. B is in the middle. Okay.
On the tier list,
that's where I'm going.
Yes. Yeah, I got you.
Oh man!
Now this is not only is this Austin Powers, this is Goldfinger. Now Goldfinger to me,
that was the third one,
is the funniest one.
Hold on.
That's another movie where it's the third one, the sequel. This is a third movie. To me, that is the funniest one.
That was the introduction to Fat Bastard.
They pulled out all the stops.
Oh man!
They pulled out all the stops. You had all the characters, a couple new characters,
couple new ones.
Beyonce did a really good job.
She did good,
and that movie was hilarious.
Yeah. And you know what? I don't exactly know where I would put it.
I put it in S.
I'd A or S either way. I don't care.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It did something movies just don't do.
Exactly.
The third movie was probably the funniest one.
Oh, guaranteed. Now the next one's the first one.
Yes.
And that was Austin Powers. Was that International Man of Mystery or something?
Or The Spy Who Shagged Me?
I don't remember which one that was.
I can't remember what the second one was or what the first. Yeah.
I remember it being very funny.
Yes.
I
would put it in A.
I definitely would put
just
it in
off the bat. Yeah.
So that was International Man of Mystery is that one.
That's
the second one was The Spy Who Shagged Me.
Okay, yeah.
So, the first one was that one. The second one was with the when they introduced Mini-Me.
Okay.
So yeah, I would definitely say Austin Powers goes to the first one.
For sure.
Or goes to, sorry. The first one goes to A.
Mm-hmm.
Very classic.
Yes.
Good throwback. If it's on and there's nothing else to watch, I'm definitely watching it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that.
Oh,
Big Mama's House.
hold on. Is that the original?
I'm pretty sure that's the original.
I don't. Hold on a second.
Wait, let me
that
look.
might be the second one, and if that's the case,
If that's the case, it's bad.
no, we're not doing the second one. I think it is. Yep, it is. Nope.
Yep.
Straight trash.
Yeah, that's going to D.
Dumpster fire. That was not a Big Mama's House, the original.
The original one was good.
It is not on this list.
Oh, they don't have the first one on
They
here?
don't have the first one. Okay. So in that case, if
Well,
we're
that
talking
sucks.
if we're talking Big Mama's House original,
Yeah.
I would put that AS even in the middle between A and S somewhere. It is a great movie.
I'll probably put it in A.
It
like
is
a high A.
It is a high A. It's an A+.
Yeah, for sure.
It was memorable. I mean, everybody knew Big Mama.
Oh, yeah.
It had him and what was that guy's name? Paul Giamatti.
Yes. Yeah.
And
it's surprisingly Paul Giamatti for some reason.
Great movie.
Yeah.
But the second one is the one where they had his son start doing the undercover work with him.
Yeah, it went downhill.
Was not good at all.
Yeah. It definitely kind of had that comedy movie curse of just like going downhill after the first one.
Well,
just got less and
even
less.
just the
movie
curse.
Yeah.
Was not good at all.
Yep. So that definitely kind of went downhill, and it was just like not good at all. And
I take that back. You know what that is? That's the third one.
Oh wow! So still, it is, isn't it?
Because the second
one had a different cover.
He was a nanny.
Yeah.
For a bunch of kids. The third one is that one right there. Why would they put that on there?
Ugh.
Whoever made this list?
That's definitely the worst. Yeah. So 2 and 3 belong in D for sure.
I didn't even think they need to make the list, honestly.
Yeah.
I would even leave it off this list.
Yeah.
Like, you don't deserve to be here. Like I said, whoever made this list, you're
That's
basically you're straight garbage that you didn't put the
Yeah.
original in there.
Yeah. I don't know why they wouldn't either. That's weird.
Our first Adam Sandler movie.
Billy Madison.
Oh man. It's got to be top. It's got to be up there.
I put Billy Madison as far as that type of comedy goes, as far as Adam Sandler goes, as far as just overall, again, quotability.
Oh god,
Just-
so many.
I put that one now. Okay,
As long as it's above B, I'm not going to be offended.
yeah.
Okay.
I'm looking at a different. I'm kind of thinking ahead a bit.
I think I know which one you're going to say.
Yeah, I think yes.
Okay.
and I think Billy Madison goes in A.
Yep, and that one would go up top.
And that will go up top.
okay,
and we'll get to there.
I'm definitely cool with that.
Yeah.
So Billy Madison, like I said, and like you said, another quotable movie. It's a great movie. Everybody in our generation really grew up with that. I mean, want to touch the hiney? Oh, love that movie. Only cool kids pee their pants.
Right.
I mean, I use that line today.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't pee my pants, but
Of course, yeah.
I'm not that cool.
I mean,
But it's one of those, like I said, one of those movies, kind of nostalgia
yeah,
with that,
big time.
where you're like, man, I grew up with that.
Yeah.
Great movie, though.
Yep.
Great movie.
Absolutely. Now we got another Will Ferrell film, Blades of Glory.
I'm torn on this one.
I am a bit too.
Because-
I don't think it's. I don't think it's D.
No.
It's not. It's not awful.
No.
But I don't know whether it should be B or C.
Now, here's my gripe on it. I will never say Will Ferrell ever did bad in acting. Because even in that movie, he was great.
Oh, there's definitely a movie where he did bad in acting.
Oh, maybe I haven't seen it.
Have you seen Holmes? I think it's called Holmes and Watson.
No.
Don't watch it. It's with him and
Oh, is that with him?
William
and
C. Riley.
The guy who did Step Brothers.
Yes.
John C. Riley.
John C. Riley.
Yeah.
I said, wow. Yeah, John C. Riley.
Yeah.
That's
No,
awful.
I haven't seen that one.
That movie is just garbage.
Now that you told me not to watch it, I'm going to watch it.
Please don't.
Oh, I will.
All right.
I'm going to waste 2 hours of my life.
So sorry.
Just because of you.
Do you want to do that?
Okay, so that I've seen, I will never say he's done bad.
Yeah.
I think, honestly, I think it was the person they paired him with. I'm not a fan of him.
Oh, Wilson.
Wilson.
Wait, was it Owen Wilson?
No.
No, it wasn't. Wait, no. It was freaking Hater. Yeah. Why'd I say Owen Wilson? Wow, I don't know why I said that. Yeah. Jeez,
Wow.
That would have been hilarious. They probably should have paired him with Wilson.
Oh my god.
But yeah, Hater. They don't have the best chemistry.
And maybe it was also the storyline too, but I am not a fan of him. Mm-hmm. The only movie I am, or it's on this list.
Napoleon
down
Dynamite.
there. Yep.
Yeah. Wait, is it? Am I thinking about the right Hater? Because I know it's Bill. I know there's a Bill Hader, but there's a. I think I'm saying his name completely wrong. What's his name?
Blonde guy that I'm not a fan of in that movie.
Yeah.
I have no idea.
But his name is... Oh, yeah, John Hader.
John Hader.
I was saying it right.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
So I'm not a fan of him in that movie. I did not like that character.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I'm thinking C.
Yeah, I'll put it in C.
It's not horrible, but it wasn't there for me.
Yeah. It was funny.
Yeah.
But since 21 Jump Street is also in C, I think Blades of Glory definitely kind of...
I definitely see it being in that same that same category. Now, Borat. Borat was kind of one of those films
outrageous.
That it was crazy.
Yeah.
I thought it was funny at times.
It came at an interesting time.
Oh,
in
definitely
like just in American culture, it came at a very interesting time. He kind of made very serious things funny. Like it was kind of that type of humor where it was like, I kind of compare it to the type of humor where somebody dresses up like a Muslim extremist and they leave a book bag and run away. It was kind of like, I kind of put it in that same style where he's like kind of making fun of
and they throw
people.
it in the room and everybody runs.
Yeah. It's like he's kind of making fun of. He's being a parody of something.
He's making fun of what's going on.
Yeah, and he's also kind of making America laugh at itself.
You know what else he made out of that? Great success.
Oh yeah.
I think that put him. What's his name? Sacha Baron Cohen.
Yeah.
I think that's what put him on the map.
Oh, for sure.
Now, did I think it was funny?
I don't think it was S.
No. I don't think it was A either. Honestly,
I think it was A.
you think so?
Oh yeah.
I would go B. I mean,
Maybe I'm thinking more of historical context. So with that being,
I'm not saying
in terms
it's
of
not
comedy,
funny.
in terms of comedy,
it was funny.
probably B.
Yeah.
Yeah, because if we look as a whole, I would say probably A. But since we're talking strictly comedy,
I think it can be.
We put it in B.
It can be B. That's
Yeah.
fine. I don't think it's as funny as Billy Madison or as Tag or
Austin
as
Powers.
Austin Powers.
Yeah.
I mean, at all. Now, was it funny? Yes.
oh for sure, yeah.
And were some of the things he did outrageous? Of course.
And I would say it's not only completely a comedy, it's also kind of more of a it's like satire and like a satirical look at American culture and
how
life
they-
and it's
I
so
can
it's
see that.
it's there's a lot more to it, and I think since we're speaking strictly comedy, kind of like Serial, right out of the box, you can't add anything to it. You take it as is.
Oh, you're going back to
So since we're
the first tier
since we're
list.
doing the same thing with this, basically judging it strictly on comedy, I think B is fine.
Oh, if that's the case, I'm putting Blades of Glory in D.
Oh, really? What made you think C?
I think because it was Will Ferrell.
Ah,
And I mean, give him his respect. You know, he's good. But man, now that I'm thinking about just pure comedy,
that's an interesting point.
kind of makes me want to put Tag in B.
I think Tag is good where it is, honestly. I think Tag is definitely A.
If there was a B plus, I would put it in B plus.
Yeah.
We'll leave it in A, but now that we've kind of made that assumption, hey, we're just going strictly comedy. Blades of Glory's got to go to him.
Okay.
Because to me, that was another stupid funny, but it was also stupid. I don't know.
All right.
Let's go to the next one.
I can see that. Yeah, we'll move on. So, Caddyshack.
Ooh, yeah.
Freaking Caddyshack. This is one of the oldest films on this list, I believe.
I think it is.
If not the oldest. And
I don't know if it came before or after Animal House, but it's definitely around the same era.
I think it was before.
So it's got to be the oldest.
Oh my gosh, this movie is like this is not only a movie I thought was funny, but also as a golfer, I thought it was even more funny.
Yeah,
because of that. It was so hilarious to me.
Rodney Dangerfield,
the King.
King.
Chevy Chase, like
King.
Oh my god,
King.
Yeah,
of one-liners.
Yes,
King.
Yep.
So just that.
Also, Bill Murray.
And that's where I was going to go next.
Yeah,
him and Bill Murray.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Chevy Chase was funny.
Mm-hmm.
But those two.
Oh yeah.
Oh man.
And this is a young Bill Murray.
Made that movie.
Yeah.
So I would definitely put it in S.
Oh, for sure.
It's got to be up there.
Yeah, like this is one of the culture, like one of the comedy like bars, like that's cemented in history that will always be that film.
So, and here's two things. So one, you just mentioned a bar.
Yeah,
I'm talking candy bar.
Duty.
Anytime somebody sees a candy bar in the pool, guarantee you they think about that.
Oh, absolutely. I know I do.
Or a turd. If they actually see a turd, oh, there's a candy bar. They think about this movie.
I'll take one further. Anytime I go to a pool, that movie pops in my head every time. When I look outside my apartment door and I see that pool, I always think about that scene.
Yes.
It's something that's just always in my mind.
Matter of fact, go ahead
and
look out there right now. I don't even know where I just flipped that.
There's duty in that pool.
So yes, Caddyshack, S tier. Now the next one, I loved these movies.
Mm-hmm.
I was so excited after I watched the first one.
The next three are wild, but yes, even the next movie for this one,
hilarious.
Yeah, the first one, oh my god,
Ryan Reynolds he's getting up there for god tier comedian roles.
This movie was before I was tired of his voice.
And I got to say, I didn't think that after Green Lantern, he would ever do another superhero movie.
Me too.
But
I thought that was it.
I'm so glad he did, because Deadpool, I got to do it. I'm going S tier.
Absolutely.
Deadpool is just, I mean, even the very beginning, right off the top, he's doing the drawing with the crayon on top of the thing, singing
Salt and Pepper, shoot.
Salt and Pepper.
Yeah.
Shoot, baby, shoot. Just sitting there, swinging his legs around.
Yeah.
And, it's hilarious.
With the little radio.
Yeah. So, yes, props to you, Ryan Reynolds, because
his name rhymes with Pulverine.
I love when what's the metal guy's name?
Oh, Colossus.
Colossus. He comes up and he tries to feel out who it is, and he hits his crotch. And what does he say? Dad? Something like that.
And then he tries to do a nut shot, and he goes, "I feel sorry for your wife."
You ever seen a one-legged man in an ass-kicking contest? Oh, hilarious.
Everybody was afraid of the T-Rex. Again, quotability.
Oh, man.
Ryan Reynolds killed it as the real Deadpool, not the crazy thing they tried to pull with one of the freaking X-Men movies.
Yeah, the Wolverine Origins.
Yeah, with the mouth thing. And they made fun of that.
I'm so glad they did.
Yeah, they made fun of that in that movie too. They made fun of just superhero movies in general.
Oh, it's hilarious, and they're coming out with is it a third one?
Third, yeah.
I think it's a third one they're coming out with soon. Yep. I think it's next year.
Nice.
So I definitely will be watching that in the theater
for sure.
You know what this movie reminds me of right here? I think you know who. Nick. Every time I go around Nick, nobody makes me bleed my own blood, LaFleur.
This movie, this is Dodgeball. All right, Dodgeball is a movie.
It's S tier.
I have so many memories with this movie. As a comedy, I think it's S, but also as just a movie that always had its moments with me throughout my life, like with family, friends, like anybody who I was either watching this movie around or I put this movie in for. It was always a good time.
You're always laughing.
Always. Every time. I could see this movie so many times when I have, and I laugh still. I still laugh at it. It's so funny to me.
I'm sorry. I got to go back to Nick because my name is kind of like LaFleur, my last name.
Oh, yeah.
And damn it, I can't think of the quote right now, but Nick always says it to me every time he sees me go by.
Cram it up your cram hole?
Cram it up your cram hole, LaFleur. There we go. It's like, hey, cram it up your cram hole. Definitely.
Yeah, but that movie's something else.
S tier.
Yeah.
Dumb
and Dumber.
Dumb and Dumber is another one of those nostalgic, quotable, just great movies. Just kick his ass, Seabass.
Yeah. And
hilarious movie.
This is a duo I didn't know would work.
Him and Chase Daniels?
Something Daniels.
Are we gonna have to look at it?
We're gonna have to do it. Jeff Daniels.
Jeff Daniels. There we go. The pretty bird. Pretty bird. Bird with tape around its neck. Somebody broke his neck. Blind kids petting him.
Oh, yeah. Another movie, S for sure.
S tier.
And another movie that should not have been made multiple times. Dumb and Dumber Urshan came out.
That was them when they were kids.
Yeah.
Okay, that one sucked.
What was the other one? Dumb and Dumber. It wasn't 2, was it? It was something else. It was called 3.
It was the third one, but I don't remember what it was. That was the one where they learned they had kids.
Yeah.
You know what? I think if they would have gone a different way and didn't go like with the kids part, I think it could have been good.
Probably so.
Because I still thought they were hilarious in the beginning.
Yeah, me too.
When they introduced the daughter and she was as stupid as him, I was like, I don't know. Kind of like Bill and Ted's whatever the last movie they did, the fourth one or third one. It was just like that. And I was like, man, you ruined this for me.
Yeah.
I waited all this time.
There's some movies that just don't need to be remade again. And you know they will because they want to make money.
Oh, yeah.
You know, it's going to be a cash grab.
Yeah.
And it probably will never be good. But I wish people would just leave well enough alone.
Kind of like another one I'll say is Joe Dirt.
Yeah, for
Joe
sure.
Dirt, the first one was absolutely hilarious.
Yeah.
And they did a second one, and it was like...
If I was an actor... Well, I don't know. I guess you got to get the bag and support yourself and your family.
I was just going to say,
but,
you would turn that down?
Yeah, but because I know they're getting offered so much to do these sequels.
And they get royalties from these movies every time they play.
Yeah. So I don't know, man. I feel like... I don't know. I guess it depends on my mentality at the time. But I'm always thinking about, like, obviously trying to put myself in that situation. I'll never actually know. But I think trying to put myself in that situation, I feel like I'm like, nah, you got to find somebody else. Like, I'm not going to ruin what I hope create.
I'm not going to tarnish the name of that movie that, I did so well with.
So, but, of course, but again, you got to make your money, so.
This next one is my mother's favorite Christmas film.
Really?
I think.
Wow.
I'm almost positive.
Well, we all got our favorite Christmas films.
Die Hard.
No.
Yes. Die Hard's a
is that
Christmas
yours?
film.
Oh, whether or not it's a Christmas film.
Don't you dare argue with me. It's not a Christmas film.
We'll leave that for another podcast.
It's a Christmas film. Anyways.
We'll leave it for another podcast.
It's another Christmas film anyways.
Because I will argue with you.
Oh, don't.
But we'll leave it.
You don't want that.
We'll leave it alone
for now. You don't want the smoke.
Oh, it's coming back. Well, then we're definitely going to circle back on that. But this one is Elf.
Elf is another Will Ferrell movie.
Yeah.
That was on point. I hope they never make another one.
I'm surprised they haven't.
I don't know if I would be mad if they did, honestly. If it's based around him, just like the first one, if they ever did make another one, as long as it's based around him majority of the time, I'm cool with that.
Oh, check this out.
No, don't tell me.
No. Will Ferrell turned down $29 million to star in an Elf sequel.
Damn.
Yeah. After I just said,
I don't know if I would turn it down.
That I would.
That's a lot of money.
Like I said, I know they offer him so much to do this.
But think about how many movies he's done that have been so great.
Yeah.
He doesn't need the money.
Oh no, he definitely doesn't need it.
Oh man!
But I would say in some of these other sequels, they didn't need it either.
No.
So,
Elf. How would you feel about putting that in A?
I feel fine putting that in A.
I think now here's my thing. I think it's quotable. I think it's great.
Yes.
But more than hilarious, I think it's more family wholesome.
It is.
Than it is hilarious.
Yes, it is. It is.
So I'm not saying it was bad at all. I love that movie.
Definitely not bad.
I will watch it every time it comes on in December.
Okay.
I will.
Now I have something to say about that.
What?
I'm okay with putting it in A, but as far as rewatchability by myself and not with family, it's hard for me to do that.
If I watch it once a year, I'm okay.
Yeah. If I'm watching it with family.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
If it's with family, fine.
Yeah, I'm definitely not like by myself and saying I need to watch Elf.
Yeah.
So A is fine.
Okay. Right.
But yeah, it's one of those movies that to me, it's a little bit much after the first time.
Yeah.
So,
but like I said,
but again, it's a yearly thing.
If I only watch it once a year,
for sure,
and it's December to December
with family,
just like what's the one they constantly play week of Christmas?
Oh, geez, like Rudolph,
the Christmas Story.
The Christmas. Like there's so many movies they play all over again. I can't watch that
more than one time a year.
Yeah,
I can't.
Yeah, that's why they only play them once a year.
but Elf would be my Christmas Story. Okay. Once a year, I'm fine with it.
For sure. I'm okay with that.
So.
Yeah, okay.
Forgetting Sarah Marshall.
Forgetting Sarah Marshall.
When this movie came out, I got to look and see when it came out. But I remember it being... Okay, so it was 2008, so it was before we graduated.
Mm-hmm.
Forgetting Sarah Marshall was quoted a lot at my school.
Yes.
And I couldn't figure out why. I probably didn't watch it for probably another 2 years later.
Honestly, I saw it once, and that was it.
You didn't like it?
I thought it was funny.
Yeah. Now remember, pure comedy.
Yeah. It's
B?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm cool with that. Because, like I said, I watched it 2 years later and was like, oh, that's what they meant. Oh, this is funny.
Yeah. It's definitely funny.
It's a good movie.
Mm-hmm.
I could watch it more than once a year. That's fine.
Yeah. And I think...
but that's it.
Yeah. It's...
I couldn't watch it more than...
It's another one of those movies where I'm good for seeing it a couple times. If I'm with somebody who's never seen it, I have no problem like putting it on if they want to watch it. Yeah. So it's funny for sure.
Yeah.
I think it's B.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can do B. That's fine. Because the main guy, I can never remember his name.
Yeah, the guy from How I Met Your Mother.
Right here. Jason Segel.
Jason Segel, yeah.
Jason Segel, he was funny.
Yeah, for sure.
Good. Russell Brand?
Oh, yeah.
Was another funny in there.
Yep. That's kind of when that's when he was like on his roll.
Yes.
Yeah, he was like going through all kinds of movies.
Very good.
Yeah.
Even, because I don't think it's on here. Let me check before ruin something.
Oh, I think I know which one you're thinking of.
Get Him to the Greek.
Yeah. I think that was funny too.
Was it on here?
I don't see it.
Okay, it's not on here. Okay.
Okay.
So B it is.
Yeah.
Now, the next one is nostalgic.
Oh,
it's hilarious.
It's
quotable. Everybody knows it. Friday.
What up, Big Worm? Big Worm.
Great soundtrack. Great actors.
Yep.
Ice Cube wrote it.
Kool-Aid, no sugar.
Kool-Aid, no sugar. Ham, no burger. Peanut butter, no jelly.
Every time I'm in the kitchen, you in the kitchen.
What are you doing with that cereal? About to throw it away. Better put some water in there and eat it.
Which I actually have had to do.
It's disgusting.
Not to bring up my old traumatic experiences, but I've had to eat.
It's disgusting.
Cereal with water.
Yeah, I've done that. You know what?
Cold cereal.
My mom made. Oh God, cold cereal. I just thought about that. My mom made me do it one time.
Oh, yeah?
When we were living in Merced, California. I put it in a big bowl, like a big old, and I want to say it was like Fruity Pebbles.
Oh, okay.
And
so you put it in a big bowl just in case you enjoy it?
Yeah. Do you ever have that, like, just that first bite of Fruity Pebbles by itself, and you're like, oh, wow.
Yeah.
My mom's like, you either eat that whole thing dry, or you put some water in it.
Wow.
I had like 2 bites of it dry, and I was like, nope, definitely need something. So I put water in it. Horrible.
Oh, yeah.
Horrible. Tried to drink the water in the end.
Yeah. Oh, my. Oh.
That was even worse.
Oh, God. Fruity water. Ugh.
But Friday, like I said,
S.
It's quotable, great actors, great soundtrack, written by the guy starring in it.
Mm-hmm.
Nostalgic. I mean, great movie.
It's historical.
First one was good. Second one was good. Third one was good.
Yeah.
I loved it.
That's a movie that other movies quote.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so...
Well, and I think it's one of Chris Tucker's best performances.
Oh, for sure.
Best.
This is... And this is a very... a fairly young Chris Tucker and a fairly young Ice Cube.
Oh, yeah. Well, he was still in... no. I think he just left NWA when he...
Yeah, because he was starting to do movies then, and he was like starting to write more for like entertainment and stuff like that. So this is him fresh out of I wouldn't say out of hip hop because he wasn't completely out of hip hop, but this is him like fresh out of that, and this is like this opened up roles for Chris Tucker later on down the line. So
sorry, I'm looking up if they were going to make a Friday at 4, and
they were
Ice Cube
supposed to.
said they were not going to do it.
Oh, I thought they were.
It was planned to release in 2020 to celebrate Friday's 25th anniversary.
Oh, wow.
But they said because the dad in the movie died, they wouldn't make it because he died.
I forgot about that.
So, Mr. Jones
Yep.
will not be in another movie, so they will not do a fourth one.
And you know what? If that's the reason, I respect that.
I definitely do.
Yeah, for sure.
Leave it how it is.
Yep.
I'm completely fine.
Yeah, absolutely.
Friday will go down as one of the best trilogies ever made.
For sure. Like that made some people's career.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah,
Cat
so-
Williams?
Yeah.
I didn't know who he was until that.
Yep.
Crazy.
So,
So,
and like I said, opened the door for Chris Tucker in more movies.
Definitely did.
Like Ice Cube started doing more films himself. Mm-hmm. So yeah, for sure. That movie's S all day.
All day. Now, Grandma's Boy. Have you seen Grandma's Boy?
I've seen it one time.
What'd you think?
I thought it was gonna be better than it was.
Okay.
And I think because of my expectation of it, and that one time I saw it, I don't have the best view of it. But I don't know.
I'll tell you what. When I first saw it, I thought it was funny. I laughed.
Yeah.
And then there were parts where I was like, wow, this was dumb. But I also think it was a lot of the people I knew that watched it said they were stoned when they watched it.
Oh, yeah.
And I can see it being one of those films that makes you absolutely lose your shit when you're high. Now, I'm not saying it's a bad thing. Absolutely not.
You can say that for a lot of these movies.
Yeah, for real. It was probably, a decent movie at best, but I wouldn't go higher than C. If it's the only thing on, I watch it.
Yeah. I'll take care of that.
Grandma's Boy, you were okay. We're going C on you.
And we only got 2 movies in C.
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised.
Yeah. Well, we put down Blades of Glory.
Oh, yeah. That's right. Never mind.
But, so, yeah. But, yeah, surprisingly, only 2 movies in C.
The Hangover. Number 1.
Oh, the very first one, dude.
1.
Oh, dude. Come on.
My ex-girlfriend quoted this movie so much.
Everybody did.
It was just one of those things where I was like, how do you know this so much? Mm-hmm. She would talk Zach Galifianakis lines all the time.
Yeah.
I even think she had the Dougie song as a ringtone at one point. And I'm like, oh my gosh.
This was a movie that changed people's life.
And I guarantee you a lot of those people that's lives were changed were at the Caesar's Palace.
Oh, probably.
I guarantee you they were like, okay, knock it off. Quit asking these questions.
Yeah, that's one of those movies that could ruin a location. Like if they know where it was and where it was filmed, that could definitely like change people's
Guarantee you for at least 5 years after that movie was made.
Oh yeah.
They hated life.
Yeah.
They were like, I don't want to work here anymore.
Yep. That probably made a lot of people quit. I got to find a job elsewhere.
But great movie.
Great
movie.
I go S.
Oh yeah. Very quotable. Great cast. Great soundtrack. And that's the thing, is not a lot of movies have great soundtracks too.
Yeah, it had a really good soundtrack.
It had a good soundtrack.
It did, yeah.
I mean,
now that you say that, I can really remember. I can hear a lot of the Like you had Wolf Mother in there too. That really stood out.
I want to say the one that stood out for me was the Kanye West one. I don't remember.
Can't
Tell Me Nothing.
Yeah,
that's what it was. Mm-hmm. Great song. So Hangover S tier all day. Ooh, Happy Gilmore.
Now this is why I put
Billy
Madison in A.
Just do it
because Happy Gilmore is here.
Happy Gilmore is S all day long.
All day. all
now,
year, forever.
Some people are going to be mad about that Happy Gilmore made it, but Billy Madison didn't.
I think Gilmore's way funnier.
I do too.
Yeah.
I think it's more quotable. Mm-hmm. I think people remember that one more.
Yep.
There's people dressing up as him going to Topgolf.
Yep.
Or golf tournaments, for all I know.
Yeah. There's people that swing. People
swing.
still do that swing.
So, yes, definitely. I didn't know who Bob Barker was. I met, the guy who hits his boss where he hits him in the head with a nail.
Oh, yeah.
He used to live in the next town over in Oakhurst.
Oh, okay.
I met him.
Wow.
Richard Keel.
I think that's his name. Yeah.
He was also Jaws in one of the 007 movies. Got to meet him. That guy, he had a slouch at this point because he was like 80 or 90, something like that. Mm-hmm. That guy was still tall. He was huge. And especially old wrinkly.
Yeah.
His wife was feeding him. Like, it was kind of sad.
Oh.
He is huge.
Oh, yeah?
And I got to meet him a couple years after that movie was made. I mean, wow.
Big fella.
Big guy.
Yeah.
My dad took a picture of him with me. And I don't know where that picture is, but man, great times. He used to live up in that area. So, yeah. Happy Gilmore, definitely great.
Horrible Bosses.
Here's what I'm really torn on. Great cast. Great cast. It was funny to a point. I won't watch it a lot. I definitely didn't like the second one, so don't even think that, the second one was better or anything like that. No, I didn't think it was a bad movie.
Yeah.
I thought the plot was cool.
I don't think it was bad either.
But I don't think it was trash, but I don't think it was great.
Same.
So you do with that with what you want to do with it, but as long as it's not in D, I think it's okay. What's making you think?
Just how funny it was.
I don't know. It was funny.
It was definitely
funny. I'm not saying it wasn't funny, but I'm not going above. I'm not putting it in A.
I'll put it in B.
Yeah.
Because there's still a lot of parts I can remember. There's still a lot of parts I can quote.
It was definitely funny. Quotable, yes.
Yeah. So I think B is good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hot Rod. Hot Rod was an Andy Samberg movie about him being a stuntman.
Yeah.
I had a friend named Levi who was into BMX.
Okay.
And I think this one hit for him because nobody was really doing the stuff he was doing. But Levi was actually really good at BMX.
Okay.
Or he still is.
Yeah.
And he's a cop now.
Oh, wow.
So, I mean, I think he could have gone pro with BMX. Like, he was really good. And what made it funny was that this guy, Levi, was this big, lengthy kid who grew up, like, this Western wear and all that. Mm-hmm. And ended up getting to be, like, emo in high school. Like, complete transformation. Mm-hmm. And then goes to being a cop. But during his emo stage, I was kind of into, like, the action sports, all that stuff. I got into motocross, freestyle motocross and all that. I wasn't good at it, but
yeah,
I could definitely ride a dirt bike. And then it went to skating. Well, then from skating, I would follow Levi around on my skateboard and try to film him because I was the camera guy.
Yeah.
And I could not tell you how many times this guy quoted that movie. It was a good movie. It was a goofy movie, yes. Yeah. But that's it.
Yeah.
I'm kind of thinking B.
I am too. I don't think it should be any higher than B, honestly.
No.
It's definitely not D.
No.
But it's
not
either
even
B or
C. I mean, it definitely, it wasn't a bad movie.
Yeah.
But it was just goofy is what it was.
Yeah. It's one of those movies that to me doesn't really stand the test of time.
No.
I guess we can go B.
We'll go B.
Yeah.
It doesn't go any higher than that. I think if there was a B minus, I think it could be there.
Yeah.
Or a C plus. That kind of that gray area.
I agree.
But that's as far as it goes.
All right. I Love You, Man. This movie's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's quotable. It's good. I would go
good team.
I'd go B.
Yeah, I think so.
It was cool. Jason Segel, again, good, but Paul Rudd made that movie.
Paul Rudd definitely made that movie.
It was good.
Yeah. Idiocracy, which is actually one of my dad's favorite not comedy films.
And what have you told me? It seems like it's a true story now.
Yes, it's like a lot of people are like looking around and going, "Idiocracy is happening as we speak."
Yeah, I could definitely believe it.
Yeah.
Not a huge fan of him. I thought it was kind of dry humor.
It was.
I don't know. I'd probably go B on that one too.
Honestly, yeah, I think so. I think.
No, hey, trying to cheat your way up there? Huh?
Yeah,
twice.
It won't. It won't. It does not want to go in B. Okay, it's in B. But yeah, I think that's pretty That's pretty solid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kingpin. Kingpin's not a... I don't know. I think it's okay.
It's more of like one of those like historical comedy movies that everybody knows more than it is like one of the funniest things ever.
Yeah. Even then, I don't even think a lot of people actually know about that movie.
Not a lot of people in our generation.
Yeah.
Definitely our parents, I think, know way more about this movie than we do.
Yeah.
And it kind of got stagnant from there. Like, not a lot of people beyond that know about this movie.
Yeah. I think
very few millennials will know about it. I don't think any Gen Z knows about it at all.
I think my father-in-law was actually the one that introduced me to that movie.
Really?
Kind of weird, because that's not the person I would think that would introduce me to a movie like that. Honestly, I'm going to say C, if that.
I think so. Liar, liar.
Oh.
Another
Liar.
great Jim Carrey role. He just went off in that movie.
Do you remember me telling you about the guy at work that was a male escort?
Yes.
We had to sign out the sheets on the pickers, right? Mm-hmm. And he would go, "The pen is blue! Pen is blue!" From across the warehouse. It just absolutely memorable, quotable, nostalgic, great movie. I'm going S. And I mean, you can't go wrong with
I don't think
Jim
you can.
Carrey.
Yeah. That's another one of his just fantastic roles. So funny. Just
you can't go wrong.
Yeah, he did great in that movie. Everybody did, actually. MacGruber.
MacGruber was interesting because it wasn't really... It was another like dry, funny movie.
Yeah.
But it wasn't good.
You can tell they were just kind of trying a little too hard on that one.
Have you ever actually watched that movie?
Yes.
And it's kind of weird because he talks about grabbing people's throats and yanking them out. I don't know. It wasn't great to me.
Yeah. They were trying to hit a spot, and I don't think they got there.
And honestly, I think I said C in my head.
I think it's D.
I think I'm going D because man, it just
it wasn't good.
It wasn't good.
Like more bad parts than good parts for sure.
There's something about Mary. Wasn't that Ben Stiller?
Ben Stiller, yeah.
That's the one. Have you seen my baseball?
Yeah.
Me and Randy quote that every day at work. Every time I see him. Have you found my baseball? Good movie. Decent plot. You know, it was funny, but man, I can't go above B with that.
I can't either. Again, I think it's just one of those, like, you know, it was like a landmark film.
If we're going... Like we said, completely
but if we're going
nostalgic,
completely off of nostalgia,
I would think even that's a little high.
You think B's high?
I'm thinking C. Maybe I got to rewatch it.
I think there's something about Mary's funnier than that.
Okay, fine. That's fine. That's okay. Basing it off of those ones is definitely funnier.
Yeah, and Ben Stiller is really funny in that. He kind of carries that movie.
Yeah. Masterminds, not a movie I know about.
I saw it once.
I see Zach Galifianakis, but that's the only one I can point out in there.
I thought it was all right. Another movie that's just kind of fine,
kind of trying too hard, just like MacGruber.
I wouldn't even say that. It was just it was kind of like it was trying to be like the same kind of line as The Hangover, at least that kind of comedy ish. But it just didn't really hit that well for me personally.
You thinking C?
I'm thinking C.
Okay, so it was better than MacGruber.
Oh, for sure.
I'm thinking as long as we can base it off of Big Mama's House 3 and MacGruber, if it's better than that, then it's C.
Yeah.
Meet the Parents.
Meet the Parents. Ben Stiller again.
And Robert De Niro was just so good.
Did not think that would work.
Got my eyes on you, fucker.
Yeah. It's crazy that he was as good as he was in that movie.
I think that's definitely A.
I think it's definitely
A. It's hilarious. It's still quotable. Mm-hmm. Can you milk me, fucker?
I got nipples, Greg. Can you milk me?
Can you milk me? Hilarious. This one... Oh, it's Mike and Dave need wedding dates.
Mike and Dave. Oh, yeah.
That's what it is. I'm not a huge fan of the... it's not Anna Kendricks. It's the other chick, the one on the right.
Oh.
I don't know her name.
I forgot her name.
But I couldn't watch this more than once, honestly. I think it was better than MacGruber.
Yeah.
But... Go ahead. Tell me.
Yeah, you had Anna Kendrick and you had Aubrey Plaza.
Her. Okay.
Yeah.
So she's kind of dry to me too.
That's just kind of her.
Just yeah. It wasn't great. I'm honestly would go C.
Yeah. Sorry.
Go ahead. You guys might notice that we're also kind of running through these now, not going through them so much.
Well, some of them don't.
We're at an hour and 4 minutes, so
and some of them don't really need all that much explanation either.
No,
yeah.
No. So now, Nacho Libre.
Oh,
man.
Oh my God.
Nacho Libre is definitely a quotable, great movie.
Oh yeah.
It's funny.
These are the Lloyd's chips.
Funniest of all time, I would say no, but I definitely think it's A.
I think it's A.
Go ahead. You just want to touch it from now on?
I'll just touch it from now on.
I keep wanting to hold your hand. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. I have good hands.
Oh, so John Hader, right?
Yes.
We were talking about him earlier.
Yeah.
Napoleon Dynamite is
that
quotable.
Was his breakout role.
Definitely breakout.
Yeah.
I would even say that the Benchwarmers was one of his good roles too.
Mm-hmm.
But Napoleon's what he's known for.
Pretty much.
He did such a great movie with that. Such a great role.
Mm-hmm.
I remember kids quoting this and
I quoted
8th grade,
all
7th
the
grade.
time.
I think it came out in like 2006.
Yeah.
And middle school for me, just people, eat your food, Tina, you fat lord.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And what was bad was we had a girl named Tina there.
Same.
And people would say it to her.
Same.
I was like, man.
They didn't say the fat lard part, but they definitely did the Tina eat your food.
Ours were horrible.
But, yeah, well, I'm not saying that no one said it at all. I'm just saying they never said it to her face. I don't know if I put it in S.
It's A.
But it's definitely A.
It's quotable. It's nostalgic. It's funny.
Well, I saw it and it was and you haven't seen it all the way through. Okay. So Office Space, for what you've seen, and for what I know about it, I think C's okay.
Yeah,
I know some people are like they love Office Space so much.
Yes.
I was just like, it was funny.
I've seen bits and pieces, and I probably more than half. But man, I don't know.
It's
good. I almost would have put it with that same time of Idiocracy.
Kind of.
But I don't think it's as funny.
No, I think Idiocracy is a lot funnier.
Yeah, so definitely C. It's not trash, but it's better than MacGruber.
Yeah. Old school.
Man.
Will Ferrell again.
Another Will Ferrell.
Yeah.
Even Vince Vaughn.
Yes.
Was hilarious in that movie.
Yes. And Luke Wilson.
Definitely. Great movie. If it's on, I'll watch it. Yeah, good movie. Good soundtrack. I mean, it was good. It was a good movie. I'd say A.
I'd say A too.
Yeah. Not one of the funniest of all time, but it is up there.
Barely.
Yes.
It's definitely high A.
So like A plus.
Barely. Yeah. It's a couple laps away from reaching S.
If we can make it ride that middle line right there, it would definitely work. But it is definitely high A.
Oh,
because it is funny.
Yes, for sure.
The other guys. Another Will Ferrell. Man, Will Ferrell's in a lot of comedy movies.
He's in a lot more too. I can see he's in coming up. I can see him in like a couple more.
Yeah, the other guys. Interesting concept. I like the movie. I wouldn't say it's
A.
I could go B on that one.
I can go B. I think it's a solid B.
It's funny.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Like I said, Will Ferrell. I mean, it's Will Ferrell.
Yeah.
Mark Wahlberg was actually pretty funny in that movie.
Yes, he was.
Trying to make fun of the ballerina guy by doing it. We used to make fun of guys in high school, so I learned how to dance. She goes, you learned how to dance to make fun of people?
Right.
So, I mean, it was good.
Mark Wahlberg is, when he's in a funny role that he's
usually really funny.
He's not bad.
That one right there is going to be the same thing.
Yeah.
We'll get to it, though.
Yeah, we'll get to it. God. Pineapple Express. Just quotes for days.
Yes.
No one didn't quote that movie. No one didn't know about that movie.
I know people that hate this movie, and I love that they hate it, because you can quote something and they'll be like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
So funny.
It's a movie that they were probably most likely absolutely for sure high.
Oh, guaranteed.
Like during they were not pretending. They were most likely smoking actual weed, and they probably smoked more than what we saw. So this is
and they probably weren't the only ones.
Oh, for sure. So this is Seth Rogen and
is it James Franco?
Franco. Yeah, it's one of the Franco. I think it's James Franco. This is him. I feel like this is both of them just going, "Hey, let's make a movie where we're high always." And he was like, "Oh, sure, absolutely."
Yeah,
and they were like, "All right, let's do it."
It's James Franco.
James Franco, yeah, because he has a brother too.
Definitely, definitely up there. Definitely S tier.
No, for sure.
And like I keep saying, great soundtrack, great cast. The cast in that movie,
yeah,
Unbelievable.
And again, they were just buddies.
And then
everybody was just friends making this movie.
And you know what's crazy is they say they won't make movies together anymore.
Yeah,
and I
don't know what happened there.
I think it's his fault. I think it's James Franco's fault.
Oh, well, yeah. Well, Franco's been in a lot of controversy and some stuff like that since then. So and there's another movie of them two coming up, too.
They made that one, and I think it's the only one they've made since. Well, they made both of those.
Oh, yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
They were doing a lot of movies together at one point.
It was definitely a memorable movie.
Yeah.
Memorable. There we go.
Yeah.
Sorry, I don't know what the word is.
It's okay. English was hard.
I know. Role Models.
Role Models
Was good.
I thought, it was a solid movie for one.
Paul Rudd carried it.
And again, Paul Rudd doing Paul Rudd stuff.
You know what's crazy is I thought Sean William Scott would have been better.
I did too.
I thought he would have carried the movie, but Paul Rudd carried that movie.
True.
I think it was a good movie. I don't think it was absolutely hilarious. So I can go B on that movie if it's on. I actually like watching that movie.
Since the other guys, Idiocracy, Mary,
even I Love You Man,
and it kind of falls along that same kind of style.
No, and like I said, not a bad movie.
Yeah,
I'll watch it if it's on. I actually like watching the end scene where they do the LARPing at the very end.
Yeah,
I love that scene.
Yeah,
so I like watching them in their Kiss costumes. And great movie.
And again, when I look at, I think it's a really good list because when I look at what's above it, I can understand why that's above it and why that's where it is.
Yeah,
this is a good. I think we got a really good balance.
of
movies here.
I can't understand why they put Big Mama's Like Father. Like
I don't know why they put that one there
or that on there twice.
Yeah, and Blades of Glory's on there twice is really weird. Yeah, but Scary Movie, the very first one.
I remember when this came out.
Oh my god, this was just over the top. This movie.
What's up? What are you doing? Chilling,
killing. And they had a different mask. They had the one with the tongue out.
The tongue. Yep, I had that one. Except it was straight out instead of like to the side.
Oh yeah.
Oh man,
that was something else.
Great movie. Funny wise, I wouldn't go below B.
I wouldn't go below B,
but I wouldn't say S.
No,
I'd say either A or B.
Billy Madison's an A. I think Scary Movie should be an A.
Okay, I can deal with that. Yeah. No, it was good. It was quotable.
Oh yeah,
I love I think it was in the second one when the boyfriend, the girlfriend, I can't remember, the Wayans brother and his girlfriend. What are you gonna do? I'm gonna shit all over these walls. I'm like, wait, what? Or when he's teaching her how to be gangster.
Yeah,
hilarious.
Oh
scene.
yeah.
Okay.
This is one of my It's one of my favorite movies of all time. I'm not even gonna joke. I can't even front. I can't even fake it. I cannot fake the funk. I absolutely love this movie.
Okay.
School of Rock.
Yes.
Is to me, it's not S.
No.
But it is so funny. It is so good. The acting. This is one of the movies where I actually did not hate children. I love this movie.
Okay, but don't tell me yet.
Okay.
I want to say something first before you make your decision.
Yeah.
School of Rock is not I think it was a family-friendly comedy compared to all these other ones. In
a lot of cases.
I don't call it a comedy as much.
Okay.
Jack Black was hilarious.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. Jack Black is Jack Black, and I will never say bad things about him.
Yeah. He's
a great person. He's a great actor. He's funny. But in the humor part of it, I honestly, and not knocking him at all, I love the movie too. By just like what you said,
yeah,
I loved it. I would put it in B.
Okay.
Now, if it was on a different list and it was like great movies that we love, I could put it in A.
Yeah, give me just a second.
But if there's it's the same one as the Role Models. If there's a B plus, I can put it there.
Yeah.
But humor wise, since we're doing a comedy,
yeah, put it in B.
It's got to be B.
Oh, absolutely.
Great movie though.
Oh,
great
for sure.
Movie.
Oh yeah,
absolutely.
Definitely not. I know you're not knocking it.
No,
because I know you enjoyed it as well.
Oh, it's great.
But B, I could see it B. Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Starsky and Hutch.
Man, this is a movie I can watch on Netflix a lot. It's funny. Great movie, great cast, nostalgic for even people over our age.
Yeah,
because they watched Starsky and Hutch growing up.
Yep.
Ben Stiller's always awesome.
Owen Wilson.
Owen Wilson. Thank you. You said his name earlier.
Yeah.
Owen Wilson. He's very good. I wouldn't expect him to be that funny. There's another movie coming up where he's actually funnier than I thought he was going to be.
Oh, yeah.
Owen Wilson, man, did very well.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Especially when it comes to comedy films. Like, he was definitely making his rounds.
Now, where I would put it, I would say A. I can give it an A.
Yes.
It's not something I can quote all day or something. I'm like, oh my god, absolutely hilarious.
It was just really well done.
It was good.
Timing was great.
It was a good movie.
It hit, and it was just like, it was one of those movies that came at a good time.
Oh, very.
Yeah.
Very. I love that they had Snoop in there.
Yeah.
And he got to talk about grass. Vince Vaughn was in it.
Vince Vaughn was in it too,
Vince Vaughn as a bad guy is
forgot.
hilarious.
Yeah, he was the bad guy in that.
Especially, even in Anchorman, he was a bad guy.
Yes.
And he was hilarious.
Dorothy Mantooth is a saint.
Is a saint. So, yes, I can give that a solid A. It was a good movie. It was funny. Great movie overall.
I'm going to take your mom, Dorothy Mantooth, to a nice steak dinner and never call her again.
You know what? Did I say I couldn't quote that movie? Because I think I used that.
Oh,
I'm going to take you out on a nice seafood dinner and never call you again. So if there was an A+, I could probably put it there for the fact that I can quote it.
But
great movie.
Absolutely.
This next one,
Step Brothers.
Yes. Let's just say yes.
Owen Wilson. Yes.
Just yes.
Yes.
Just yes.
Yes.
Those two.
Yeah. They made, like I said, they made one big stinker. But
What?
to freaking Holmes and Watson.
Oh, you're talking about them together.
Yeah, them together.
Yeah. It is one of the funniest movies of all time.
Yes.
It is quotable. Mm-hmm. Great cast. Even had a good soundtrack.
Yes. Now, bouncing off of that,
Okay.
I want to go ahead and go to the next one.
Oh.
It's very interesting
Okay.
because I want to know where you put Superbad.
Oh, sorry, and we put Step Brothers in S tier.
It's an S.
We never actually said what tier it was.
But like just off of our criteria,
Ooh, okay.
I'm really curious on where you put Superbad.
Now, I don't think Superbad is S tier.
Okay.
I could put it in A. It's quotable. Mm-hmm. I don't really know. I keep going to the soundtrack thing. I don't really know much about the soundtrack. The cast is amazing. Even the small, the guy that hits Jonah Hill. I can't remember his name, but he's an actor.
Michael Cera.
No, not him.
Oh, the small. Wait.
The one that backs into him with his car.
Oh,
I don't know him.
I can't remember his name either right now.
But he's in other ones. I mean, great movie, funny, quotable. I mean, great. But I can't go above A. And I know I'm going to get a little hate for that, but I cannot go above A for that because I don't think it's one of the greatest comedies on this list of all time.
Okay. I'm just looking at what's in S. And
do you honestly think that it is on the same lines as Anchorman?
No, that's why I'm looking.
Yeah.
I'm just kind of going over all of what we have in S. And honestly, again, I think that is going in A.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's great.
For sure.
Not knocking the movie at all. But it is not nearly as good as Step Brothers, Liar Liar,
Friday.
Happy Gilmore, Friday.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, these movies that we have up there, yeah.
I mean,
it's not quite touching them.
Superbad is good.
Oh, yeah, for sure. It's super bad.
It's super bad.
In a good way.
But it's not super bad, but it's super bad.
Yep. Now, once again,
A tier. Ooh.
We got Will Ferrell.
You know what? I'm going straight to the top.
And Ballad of Ricky Bobby.
How many times can you hear somebody quoting this movie and it get old? You can't.
I actually don't care for this movie that much.
What?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
This is S tier for me.
I'm going to be totally honest.
Don't you dare.
I don't really...
Don't.
I don't think it's that great. How
do you not find
it's
it
funny.
Great? I wake up in the morning and I piss excellence. Come on, man.
There's a lot of good...
How do you not find this movie funny?
It's quotable, sure, but to me, it just got old. I think maybe it was just...
Maybe it was because it got old.
Yeah.
Because I can see that.
I think
fine.
at this point, it was just the same... It felt like the same Will Ferrell movie. It felt like he was kind of just doing the same thing in a different way. And I don't know if that played into it, possibly. But it felt like it's just another Will Ferrell movie. He's doing Will Ferrell things just in a different form. And
don't ask why. I have no idea. I thought that was hilarious.
Will Ferrell's being Will Ferrell-y.
Can you go A? Come on, man.
I can go A.
You can go A.
Since Elf is there, yeah.
I can reason with you on A.
Yeah. But
I think it is one of the funniest movies.
I'm going to be honest with
you,
though. To me, it's an A-.
Okay. But it's in an A.
For the sake of this,
okay,
yes.
It's an A.
But just in general, probably lower.
And I don't know what your problem with that is, but okay.
Yeah.
Fine.
But, I don't know.
Is it because the two guys kissed at the end?
No.
You jerk.
Absolutely not. I don't care.
Is it because he faked being paralyzed? You're an asshole.
It had nothing to do with that. I think I was just tired of Will Ferrell at the
Is
time.
it because he put voodoo magic on Michael Clark Duncan?
Honestly, that's what it was.
I knew it.
Yep. I that hit me hard, and I felt like there was racial incentive there. I think it was racially motivated, and I didn't like that at all. So that's why.
Shut the fuck up.
Speaking of throwback.
Oh, you know what?
Oh, my
There's
gosh.
only one thing I think that good thing that came out of this movie.
Team America.
Was the theme song.
Oh, probably, yeah.
I didn't care for it at all.
I didn't either, honestly.
I don't care for it.
Even when I saw it as a kid, like, I was like, this isn't really that funny.
You could go to the bottom for all I care.
And I feel like as a kid, that's probably when it's at its funniest.
It's supposed to be.
Yeah.
I saw it as a teenager.
Yeah. Yeah,
Because I didn't
how
see
old
it
was I?
I didn't see it for a while.
I can't remember how old I was when I saw this.
I remember being home from either middle school or high school
Yeah.
in Mariposa and watching it during the summer, like when my parents weren't home.
Yeah.
It was on TV, and I'm like, oh, I'm not doing anything. I'm just going to watch TV. It wasn't good. I think I
didn't think it was
remember
great.
changing it to watch Jerry Springer.
I do remember watching the whole thing and feeling like I don't see what the big deal is.
D.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, the song was amazing.
Oh, for sure.
Because, I mean,
That's the only
everybody
good thing
quotes,
out of it.
Yeah, everybody quotes the song.
Yeah.
But straight trash.
Yeah. Let's talk about a movie that's not straight trash. Ted. The very first one.
Ted. Okay, so going back to what we said about Mark Wahlberg and the other guys.
Oh, yeah.
That's a movie I didn't think was going to be that funny.
Mm-hmm.
Now,
I
Ted
think this-
paired with, what's his name? Seth
MacFarlane.
Seth MacFarlane.
Yeah.
Man.
I'm with you there because I don't think people thought this was going to be as good as it was.
No.
And when I saw it, it surprised me. I was like, this is so funny.
Oh, yeah.
It was great. It was awesome.
I think one of the things that got me was the fact that I knew about Family Guy.
Yes.
And when Seth MacFarlane was doing those voices, that was what I immediately went to and was like, oh my God, this is hilarious.
Yeah.
It reminds me of Peter Griffin. And or the where Ted is singing Hootie and the Blowfish. And then I started thinking about Key and Peele and that skit. And I'm like,
I'm
Hootie. I would not go up under
It's not
A.
S.
I would put it A.
Yeah.
It is one of the funniest movies I have ever seen.
Yeah.
And I want to say I went and saw that to theater, honestly.
I don't think I did, but it was... Actually, you know what? You know what? I did. And then I watched it mistakenly. I think I watched it with my mom once. And that was... and she thought it was funny, too, but there's definitely some parts where I was like, oh.
Sorry, Mom. It's like one of those ones where you watch them, like, start to have sex.
Yeah.
And you're with
And
the
he's like,
parents,
oh.
and you're like, oh, shit, should I be watching
This is
this
awkward.
with them?
Yeah.
You're like, what are they thinking right now?
Yeah.
But yes, Ted A all day long.
Oh, for sure.
Now this one...
Here is where we get back into our wow, I forgot his name. Seth Rogen,
James Franco.
and James Franco duo. The Interview.
I can take it or leave it.
Me and my friend quote this movie a lot.
Really?
Yeah, me and my best
They
friend
hate
from
us 'cause they
Indiana.
ain't us?
Oh yes,
I knew
they
it.
hate us because they ain't us.
I knew it was that. Can I at least have a water? They give him the small
They
water.
give us a small bottle.
It is a good quotable movie.
Yeah. Now I'm not saying it should go any higher than B,
I would say B.
but yeah.
It's funny, it's quotable, but
Yeah,
Man,
it's
it
kind of one of
was-
those inside movies. It's not like universally loved. But me and my best, like, I'm trying not to factor that into it because if I factor that into it, it's an A. But
even
I think as a good, it's a good comedy.
And you know what? Shout out to your friend. I don't know who it is, but shout out to them for liking this movie with you and doing the heinous because they heinous.
Yeah.
But I remember that movie sparking a lot of controversy too, because
it did.
Like, what was it? North Korea didn't want it to happen, and then they released it,
and I think it got like banned. And they didn't want it. The movie almost didn't happen.
The fact that came out, there was a big controversy about them shutting down like the PlayStation stores, the Xbox stores, all that, because you could buy it on there.
Yeah,
a lot of stores got shut down because of that. So,
yeah,
good movie, decent movie. I love the Katy Perry thing they do in there. It's hilarious. But I don't think it needs to go above B.
It's a very random film.
Yes.
It kind of just came out of nowhere for no reason.
Just like this next one.
Yeah.
Kind of random. Great cast.
This is the end.
I don't know if I can really quote that movie much. I can't.
Not really.
I can't see it going above a B.
Yeah.
It was good. It was funny. Like, the Backstreet Boy thing at the end was probably my favorite scene. Mm-hmm. But, man, I can't see that being...
I think it's kind of a low B.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was good.
Not
good
like
cast.
Not like this next one, though.
But, Tommy Boy. Man. Goodness gracious.
I am surprised that Black Sheep's not on here either.
I am too. But Tommy Boy was funnier than Black Sheep.
Man.
Yeah.
I quote Tommy Boy. I quote it. I mean,
who doesn't know this movie?
Chris Farley, man. just saying Chris Farley.
Just a legend.
David Spade.
Oh yeah. But
I loved this movie. When you know what? I love that duo. When both of them were on there, it just made it
it was almost always good.
So good.
It was something about that team up that they knew it was a good chemistry.
Where would you put it?
I would put it in, if Black Sheep was on here, I'm thinking like in terms of comedy. If I'm looking at what also is an S.
In terms of comedy.
In terms of comedy alone, I would say it's on par with Caddyshack, which is why I think I put it in S.
Okay.
Yeah.
I go S2. I'm just making sure because I think we can zoom out. I think we know the rest of them now.
Yeah.
Just pure nostalgia, I can do it. But we can see it from there. That's fine. I love Chris Farley, and I think it also happens to be that I'm a big white guy that thinks he's decently funny. I look up to him being a big white guy that was really funny.
You're a fat guy in a little coat.
I would so be one too, and I would live in a van down by the river today too. So
in Sandusky,
in Sandusky, Ohio, living in a van down by the river. Man,
I know a guy who does a perfect Chris Farley. He even kind of looks like him a little bit. Yeah. Yep.
My God,
I'll let him know about this podcast if he doesn't already know. But I know a guy who does a perfect impression of Chris Farley.
I would love to see him, hear him, all that good stuff.
Freddie, if you're watching this, you know who you are.
Shout out to Freddie.
Or listening to this, not watching this, but yeah. Shout out, Freddie.
Now here's one. You already know where I'm going to put this.
Oh, Trading Places. Do the honors.
It's going straight to the top.
Oh, absolutely.
Because I watch this every time it's on. And it does not get old.
Trading Places is so good.
And the one thing I got from this was, man, I remember seeing you outside crying like a bitch. Yeah. How's he treating you guys? Oh man, very good. Yeah. Love this movie. Trading Places. Good. I actually learned about this movie from a guy that you know what motovlogging is?
Yes.
So if you don't know, motovlogging is when you're making YouTube videos while you're riding a motorcycle. Mm-hmm. And I was big into that for a while. And this guy's name was Baker X Derek, or is named Baker X Derek. Mm-hmm. One of the biggest ones out there. And he would always go, yeah. And I'm like, and so I became friends with him because I played games with him online. I'm like, man, where do you get that from?
Right.
He goes, you never seen Trading Places? I'm like, what's that? He goes, get off it here right now. Go watch it.
Yeah.
I will send it to you. So he sent it to me, and I watched it. As soon as I was done, I went and called him because I had his number. And I said, dude, you are not kidding about that.
Yeah.
One of the funniest movies I think I've ever seen.
It is so funny.
And even Dan Aykroyd in it.
Yes.
Young Dan Aykroyd.
Yeah. Kind of a youngish Eddie Murphy.
Was funny.
Yeah.
And I mean, Eddie Murphy himself is hilarious.
Yeah.
So, yes, S tier all the freaking way.
Tropic Thunder.
Wow.
This movie absolutely killed me the first time I saw it.
I thought you were going to say absolutely sucked.
No. This movie made me laugh so hard.
Yes.
I can almost think of beginning to end all the parts, all the freaking the actor cameos that are in this. Like Tom Cruise is in this movie.
I didn't know, saying that right now, I did not know Tom Cruise or Robert Downey Jr. could be that funny.
Yes.
I did not think that.
Yes. I don't know what it was. I don't know if it was the script or the direction
whatever it was,
but they were so funny in that movie.
They did it hilarious.
Yes.
Yes. I am definitely fine with S tier, if that's where you want to put that.
I think Tropic Thunder is S, honestly.
It's just quotable. It's hilarious. Yeah. It is so good.
Yeah.
The plot of the whole movie was kind of freaking stupid, but it was stupid funny to the point where it was actually really funny.
Yeah.
So go ahead.
It was so cool.
Tropic Thunder.
People acting in a movie that's not actually happening.
The guy playing the dude. He is a dude playing a dude.
Yeah, disguised as another dude.
Great movie.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, and here's, freaking yes. Waterboy. Every football player loved this movie growing up and watched this movie. You always wanted to get that stupid mentality going and hit the shit out of somebody.
Sorry for those of you wearing headphones.
I'm so sorry. I know I'm loud, but I'm getting very, very emotional about this. I love this movie.
Yeah.
I had a VCR built into my TV, and I would watch this movie on tape every single night during football season, and I can never get tired of it.
Yeah.
Especially the professor scene when you take the head with the ball. I was crying like a 10-year-old girl. Freaking hilarious. That's another thing we did in the warehouse, that the male escort guy.
Yep.
He would hear him, he'd throw something, he'd go, "Hi." Loved it. So, I mean...
Well, Mama don't know. Won't hurt her.
I got to go S. I've got to. You know what? You might as well put both these next ones in there.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Wayne's World.
Going right up there.
Wayne's World's another one.
Yep.
I mean, okay. Didn't know who Dana Carvey was at all.
Mm-hmm.
Is it Garvey or Carvey? Carvey.
Yeah.
Didn't know who he was until this movie actually came out. I knew who... Mike Myers was.
Yeah.
And it's just every time you watch this or you hear Bohemian Rhapsody,
oh yeah,
I think of that movie.
I think most people do our age.
It is just and fuck's it is so good.
Yeah.
Even the second one was so good.
Mm-hmm. This is
maybe not as
that's
good.
Another really good movie where the soundtrack kind of steers the movie.
Oh, yeah, because it was also based around music too.
Yeah. Yep.
So I mean, just the people you saw, the cameos, just everything in that movie, they were just so good.
Yeah.
And I remember a guy telling me, I went to an after school daycare thing in elementary school when I lived in Merced. And he said, "I know how to say excellent in Cantonese." I'm like, "How the hell did you learn how to say that?" He goes, "Zang." I'm like, "How did you find that out? How do you know that's true?" And he goes, "I watch Wayne's World like crazy." And I'm like, "Are you kidding me?" So, and that was how I found out about that movie, was him telling me that. And I was like, "Oh my God, this movie's hilarious." Mm-hmm. And then when I heard they had another one, I was like, "This is even better." So yes, Mike Myers absolutely killed it in that one.
Yep. Absolutely. Wedding Crashers. Another Owen Wilson and Vince Vaughn duo.
Vince Vaughn.
Yeah.
And like I said, a guy I did not actually think would be funny.
I knew he was funny.
I didn't know he was that funny.
But there's times where his funny doesn't work, and there's times where his funny works.
Yes.
And something like Dodgeball in Wedding Crashers, that's where Vince Vaughn works.
Yes.
Yeah, big time. Yes. And I think Owen Wilson, I think they played off each other really well in that movie.
Very good.
Yeah.
They did another one about them being interns at Google.
Yes.
They were doing the same thing, and I'm like, "Oh my gosh, they are good together."
Yeah, they have really good chemistry.
So I mean, where would you put it? I would say A.
I would say A too.
I don't think it's the funniest movie of all time.
No,
but it's a great.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Movie.
Yeah. Oh, the wedding singer.
Okay.
Another one my friend really likes.
Hold on.
Yeah.
I don't see The Wedding Singer as being a... Okay. because I'm gonna contradict myself when I say this. I just said it in my head. It is a comedy.
Yeah.
But it is a rom-com. It's a romantic comedy.
Oh, it is, for sure.
I think it's funny.
Somebody kill me, please.
I think it's funny, but I do not think it is one of the funniest movies of all time.
I don't either.
I'm fine with it being an A. It could, B or A, it's one of those, for sure.
Okay.
Adam Sandler is hilarious. But
I'll put it in B, honestly.
I would put it around Billy Madison, but
I think Billy Madison's funnier.
I do too.
Yeah.
But I think it was around that time. I think it would be like, oh, I did good, then I did horrible, then I did good, then I did excellent. I do think that was kind of a mid-card kind of movie for him.
Yeah.
But great movie.
Oh, yeah.
Great movie.
Solid movie. Judging it on its comedic merits, I think it's a B.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. If not kind of in limbo between A and B. But I think it's a solid B, though.
This next one, We're the Millers. Another one I'm kind of torn on because he's funny. He's very funny. Although I cannot think of his name right now.
I don't know if I can even put this in B.
Jason Sudeikis.
Sudeikis.
That's, yeah. He's good.
I don't know if I can put this in B.
Oh, I'm fine with that.
Yeah, I think it goes in C.
See, you know what?
Strong C.
I don't think it's a bad movie. I think it could have been better.
Yeah.
There were expectations going into it for me that I was like, oh, it's going to be really funny. But no, it wasn't as funny as I thought it could have been. Yeah. He is funny, though. Jason Sudeikis is hilarious.
Oh, yeah. I think he did a really good job.
But I know, same here.
And Jennifer Aniston did a really good job. I was like, wow, she's actually a pretty good comedic actress. Huh? Yeah, it was pretty good. But, let's see. I think it's just like high, mid-ish. So, let's see. Yeah.
That next one.
Oh, God. White Chicks.
Can you just... I would want to say that's up top.
Oh, God.
That is hilarious. Is it Damon and Marlon?
Yeah.
The Wayans brothers.
Yeah, two of them, anyway. There's like freaking 7 of them.
Yeah.
Plus a sister.
They are so funny together. You want to talk about moms. I love the Al Roker joke.
Oh,
only in America. Or the, when you drink, or no. When babies drink breast milk or something, it comes out like this.
Oh, yeah, the powder.
The powder. Yeah. Oh, my God, hilarious.
That's a movie I feel like couldn't be made today.
No, that was definitely right in line.
Yeah, it came out at a pretty good time. I don't think you could really release it now. Not even necessarily because of just, like, how things are now. That might be part of it, but I think it's really just not... It wouldn't be of this time.
Yeah.
And I think it came out at a perfect time, in a perfect era, and it was good for that. I could watch White Chicks again and laugh.
Oh, yeah.
But at the same time, I feel like it's kind of good where it was.
Yes. And at the time, it was definitely good where it was.
Because its comedic value doesn't really carry that much. Mm-hmm. So... where is... Since Scary Movie is an A, I think White Chick should also be an A.
I can deal with that. It's not S. It's definitely not S. I was just going to say that, looking at all the other ones in S, it's not on par with any of those. It's a funny movie.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Great, funny, quotable, great movie. Mm-hmm. But it's not up there with those comedy geniuses.
Yeah.
But yes, White Chicks, hilarious. Mm-hmm. Not like this next one.
The Wrong Missy.
Man, I saw this because my mom's name is Michelle, but she goes by Missy. Mm-hmm. And I was like, oh, yay, it's got mom in it. Oh, it's got David Spade. Oh, it's probably pretty good. I do not like the girl that played Missy. Have you seen that movie?
Full disclosure, I don't really know about this movie. I know of it, but I really don't know about this movie.
This girl, she was not my favorite. Her name is Lauren Lapkus.
Okay.
the concept in the movie was good, but I kind of thought it was something they tried way too hard.
Okay.
And basically what happens is this guy has been, he knows his wife's cheating on him. He's not going to take her to this company trip. Then he ends up not being with her anymore. You know, they get a divorce finally. And he finds this chick, Missy, at the airport. And it's this hot, like, 40, 50-year-old woman. Mm-hmm. They've got so much in common. They read the same books, this and that, blah, blah, blah. Well, earlier in the movie, in the very beginning, he goes on a date with the wrong one. And he just has her name in his phone as Missy. Well, then he gets the other Missy's name. They end up having sex and everything, and they had a great time. They connected real well. It was great. Well, then he's like, hey, I'm getting invited to this company retreat. I want you to come with me. It's in Hawaii or something like that. Mm-hmm. He texts the wrong one.
Oh, okay.
So she spends this whole like week with him, just absolutely shit-faced the whole time, and she's a horrible person, but then in the end they start growing towards each other, and then
of course,
the right Missy shows up, and then he's like, I don't think I like you as much anymore, and it's not as good. You know who's in it though is Roman Reigns.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's in it. Yeah, and that scene was kind of funny, but other than that, no, I definitely would put it at D.
Okay, I'll trust you on that.
The plot of the movie could have been way better.
Okay.
And the fact that she scares me when I look at her does not help at all.
Okay.
So, man, David Spade, I really wish that one was good. But
yeah. Next, we got two good comedians.
Oh, there you
go. Two very good comedians have made good movies. They made okay movies. They made bad movies. But
Will Ferrell was in that one, too. I just thought about that.
Yep. Yes, he was. But the next one, the one before that, is Don't Mess with the Zohan. I did not like this movie.
I was...
This was definitely one of Adam Sandler's low points. It was, nah.
This was like the start of when
like
he
it at all.
Started doing all those movies for Netflix. It's not a Netflix movie.
It was a little bit before that, yeah.
But it was around that time.
It was kind of transitioning into that over, yeah.
I don't think he did very well. I think
it was just stupid.
Just because it's Adam Sandler, I'll give it some credit, but it's not going above D. It's going to be in D.
Yeah, it's
and
I didn't care for it at all. I was like, this is just dumb. There's dumb and funny,
yeah,
and then there's just dumb. And I think that was just dumb.
It was very dumb.
Yeah,
I love Adam Sandler, but you did wrong, buddy.
Yeah. Now this next one was dumb and funny.
Oh, man, Zoolander,
Derek Zoolander. Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Blue Steel, baby.
Because my name is Derek, I got a lot of people throwing quotes at me from this movie. Quick? Absolutely. Hold on.
Ooh, damn! You got me with that one. Instant boner. Okay, man, ladies, watch out for that one.
Yeah.
Blue Steel will get you.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
I'm
really, really, really ridiculously good looking.
I love the gas station scene.
Oh, yeah.
Wake me up before you go. Oh my gosh. Hilarious movie. What is this? A building for ants? He said, what? No. It's going to have to be at least 10 times bigger than this. They're like, it's not even that big.
Oh my God.
I can go, man. I think I can go A for that one.
Okay.
It was a good movie. Ben Stiller did great. It was probably his best movie I think he's ever done.
One of his best.
But it definitely was along the lines of Meet the Parents.
Yeah, now that I'm looking at, if I'm looking at Meet the Parents, I think Zoolander is a good A.
Man, it was good.
Yeah.
Props to Zoolander.
Yep. And the sequels were awful.
Oh, yeah.
The very first Zoolander, absolutely. I think I owned it on DVD, or was it VHS? I can't remember. But I did own that movie.
I think we did too.
Yeah.
I honestly, I got to ask my mom.
That movie was so funny.
My mom should have them. I don't know.
Oh my gosh.
Great. Now, when you guys are seeing this, when I finally, because that's the end of the list.
Yeah.
When we finally get the YouTube stuff going, these tier lists will be on there, and you're going to see one on there called Spinal Tap on the very bottom.
Yeah. Which I saw.
I've never seen it, and apparently it's not actually a comedy.
It's classified as a comedy. I don't think it should be. I know why it is, but I don't really know why it's on this list. Honestly.
Yeah. Maybe they just needed something to throw up there, I guess.
Maybe.
I have no idea.
Yeah. I don't really care for this movie.
And I'm completely fine with that.
Or I don't. Not that I don't care for this movie. I don't care for the movie being on this list. I don't know why it's on this list, really. But that's our list, though.
Yeah. That was a
long one.
Ooh, look at that.
We had quite a few movies, though. Like this, the other list, though, that was longer than this would have taken us a day.
Man,
so.
I honestly, that probably would have been split up into like 4 episodes at least.
Yeah, but this was a good episode for one, and a good solid tier list. I think this is a really good one, and it can't not be a good one because we are the authority.
Oh yeah, what we say goes.
What we say goes. It's set in stone. It cannot be changed. Nope. It is what it is.
Yep.
And that's what it is.
Deal with it.
So, podcast?
Podcast.
All right.